dreams, where dreams become reality. Come chase your dreams, where dreams become reality. Life ain't no walk in the park, but you gotta keep your head up if you wanna make it far. And I know things can get hard, but you can't hold back. Keep shining like you're a star, like the one who keeps on shining though it's stuck in the dark. Keep on looking for your spark, so listen when I say, come chase your dreams, your dreams become reality. Come chase your dreams, where dreams become reality.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to this week's episode of Chase Your Dreams, where dreams become reality. We're starting off this season doing something new, but we're talking about hot topics. So what we're going to do is start off with a great conversation that we're going to have. And Kristen, you're going to tell us what we're going to be talking about today.
Yes. So because we're in the new year at this point, I would like to know, do you guys have any New Year's resolutions? Like, what are they? Do you believe in them? How are you doing on them so far? What's going on in your 2021?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah, by the way, they don't know. This is new. They have no idea what I'm going to be asking. So I really put them on the spot. I can start if that's easier for you all.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so personally, I'm trying to focus on finances in 2021. Like, I feel like I'm always trying to be like super like healthy and fit, and that's like a year-long thing for me. But this year, like, I've decided I'm learning how to invest. I downloaded an app that lets me invest, and I get little snippets of like, traders advice and things like that. I just opened up a college fund, like investment account for my daughter's college. Like, I've decided this is the year I become a grown up and start like doubling down on finances. And so far I've done okay. I still invest in Amazon shopping a little too much at this point, but aside from that, I think I'm doing okay for being January.
All right.
Okay. All right. Well, I have a very aggressive goal. I'm going to speak it out loud, but my goal is to take this show and put it on some type of national platform.
Nice.
So what we're doing is, with the new setup and everything, with the new way we're doing things and how we're displaying it, I'm going to try and get more aggressive to get more people to watch our show. And then on a more personal note, I plan on doing some projects here at the house, like a new fence,
Nice.
then drain tile because we have a little water issue in the back. And, hopefully if we can get out of this pandemic, me and the wife are going to start taking like little mini getaways, and we're definitely due for, some actual vacations. So that's what I'm looking for. Obviously that part I don't have any control of because it depends on the pandemic, but, hopefully we can do some of it.
Oh, it's so necessary, man. So necessary, that like time
definitely.
alone. Oh,
Yes.
I miss that.
Yes. All right. So for me, one of my resolutions is I was telling my girlfriend that I want to start traveling more. I'm only 32, and most of my life, I think Lawrence knows that I've always been in the kitchen. I've always been working at a restaurant. Like, I've missed so much of my life just being in a restaurant, being the head chef, running it, operating it. So I want to travel more. I've never been on a vacation as an adult.
Wow.
Everybody in my family has, but I have always been in the kitchen. I've always been in somebody's kitchen, running it, working it. And so I was like, it's 2021. We survived 2020. We're here. I wanna go out, and we're actually planning with some of our couple friends to go to a lodge, cabin lodge out Southern Illinois. I want to start traveling more overseas. I plan to go to Bora Bora for her birthday. I'm also looking to to go to Jamaica probably soon, and just planning to just really see the world, because I feel like as a chef, I should not just say I'm a chef here, but I should go taste the best baked breads in France, and taste the best goat in Jamaica, and taste, just really taste that, and then bring that back into the repertoire that is Chef TA. So.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
So you're looking more for like beach sort of destinations at this point?
Yeah, I want to go somewhere where we don't worry about a clock or anything, and we're just by a beach. Our feet is in the sand. We're enjoying the sunset and just really relaxing, because I've never had that chance to. I've always, seen everybody else go and have that good vacation and come back and have trip stories and pictures, and I was like, oh, that's great, and I'm sitting there looking at their stuff on Facebook while I'm in the kitchen.
Cutting up celery.
Right.
Yeah.
So like, oh, this is so great. Yeah. So now,
great.
So I was like, you know what? It's time for me to start really living life, and I just want to see more of the world. More picnics, more cooking outside, more just enjoying the time I have. And not just so cooped up in a kitchen all the time. So
yeah, you're
now the wife's gonna see this, so you're kind of raising that bar kind of high, this chef.
Listen. I said if I'm gonna go on a tropical vacation, and that's where she wants to go, so I was like, let's go to Bora Bora. So I'm not a big spender. I'm like, look, we're gonna go on a budget. Like, make sure we go. Like, hey, we're gonna find the best flights, everything. Like, hey, Expedia.com,
right.
Book way in advance, get the lowest rates, and then,
right. Oh, absolutely. You have to do it that way. Traveling is so expensive that honestly, like you have to price check everything. So I'd agree with that for sure.
Yeah. I mean, to me, I think it's really nice to have those New Year resolutions, but I think a lot of people make the mistake of making it so hard that it's unachievable.
Oh, it's not sustainable. Yeah.
Right.
And I fell into that trap as well too.
Have you?
Oh yeah. I wanted to lose so much weight, and then when you feel you're not on track, you just like, screw it.
Forget it. Yeah, for sure. Well, and I feel like too, that New Year's you're like, I'm gonna change my life. And then it's just you make so many changes all at once that like you think you're gonna be a brand new person that all of a sudden has willpower, and you don't, or or it just it can be a slippery slope. You want to make it big enough that it's worth doing, but like small enough that it's like attainable,
Definitely.
Most definitely, yeah. So I was just like, maybe a couple trips, this year, because like if anybody knows my sister Paris, Lawrence, that she is the travel queen. She will find you the best deals. You say I need to go here, this is what I do, and then
I was about to say, definitely pick her brain for sure. My sister's the same way. She gets like Groupons and knows the weirdest little tricks. And I'm just like, I'm traveling with you only because it's cheaper.
Yeah. Because last year, she went to Ghana last year. Oh, wow. And I asked her how much she paid round trip. She was like, oh, it's about $1,000. I'm like,
what?
Yeah, so she she finds the deals. I'm like, look, you my new travel agent now. Like,
absolutely.
That's like, we ain't gonna talk more often. You can let me know what I need to put down, and we do it that way. But so
it's good to have those ambitions, but you want to be challenging, but you got to have them being realistic though.
Oh, definitely.
Because the worst thing to do is just start something and just give up on it.
That's the worst feeling ever. It really is. It's like, you're in it strong in the beginning, and then all of a sudden you're like, you know what?
Forget it.
Maybe next year,
Maybe next year, right? In February. You're like, 2022 is my year.
It is amazing how fast people give up on their resolutions though.
Oh yeah. Oh, it is. It is for sure.
When I used to, always work out in the gym, I would go like 6 days a week, or, even on my rest day, I'm still there doing like cardio. It's the funniest thing was always around January. The gym would be the most packed you see the whole year. Everybody's in there. They have all the gear on, and you're like, okay, cool. Hopefully everybody stays up. I want to say by Valentine's Day, man, everybody's somewhere having some cheese fondue with chocolate. They're not even worried about the gym. Like,
absolutely.
Yeah.
Do you notice actually, as far as like restaurants go, like, you know, I feel like people are trying to eat healthier too. Do you notice like a decline in business in the new year with people trying to eat healthier? And I mean, I'm sure bakeries do.
It depends on what you're offering out of the restaurant. You know,
Yeah.
a lot of people are starting to offer, say, hey, you know what, let's do more gluten-free options, let's do more vegan options. And it's just really the mindset is you have to adapt to what's becoming more relevant.
Sure.
You know,
Yeah.
if you're a steakhouse and you're used to serving 72-ounce steaks, you know, and everybody's becoming vegan, you might want to change the menu up a little bit.
You
Say, all
might
right,
want to switch it up.
yeah, you just might want to just say, hey, all right, well, people are doing more of the vegan and, you know, pescatarian, and you know, keto is something that's been, I want to say, probably one of the biggest crazes out there, or lifestyle changes that people are doing. So you kind of want to adapt and let people know, like, you know, through our menu, like, we care about you, we want you to come here for our food, and we want to make sure that we're actually helping you obtain your diet. So
Sure.
Definitely.
But
Well,
yeah,
you know
good
what?
news though.
I hate to cut this short, but we're running out of time here. So definitely great conversation. But we're going to have more great conversations and great interviews when we come back. Don't go away. We won't be away very far. Stay tuned. We'll be back with the next episode of
Chase Your Dreams.
Oh, and then also too, we're going to be learning about owner operators and so stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Come chase your dreams, where dreams become reality.
Welcome back to Chase Your Dreams, everyone. We have a great guest, a great friend of mine here today. His name is Vlad, and he is the owner of Ross & Ross Logistics. Vlad, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Nice.
Hello.
Hey, Vlad, this year has been absolutely crazy, especially after last year and still dealing with the pandemic. I'm curious to find out what made you decide to get into the transportation industry?
It's kind of funny story. I came in United States 11 years ago. I tried different jobs. I have my economy degree from Europe, but unfortunately it doesn't count here.
Oh.
So I gotta find something to use my skills without go again to school, because I came. I was 31 years old when I came here, and it wasn't enough time to start over again. So the transportation business allowed me to use what I know from my education, and of course make enough money for living.
Nice. So what's the difference between an owner operator and a fleet owner?
When you're owner operator, you're basically dealing with your own, one truck, and you can manage only one, as one business with one truck. When you do a fleet, not only you got to work more, of course, but also you got to work with other people. So basically, for me, the big difference is that you got to have these communication skills to make sure everybody is happy. So that's one of the main big differences.
So you mentioned communication skills. Also,
Yeah.
it looks like you have a bunch of files behind you. So clearly you're very organized.
Really, I'm trying to be, but
So what other skills do you feel like you need to be like a successful fleet owner or owner operator?
I think something people don't mention a lot when they talk about the business is you got to be patient. Because believe it or not, for the first few years, maybe first 6 or 7 years, I barely pay my bills.
Oh, wow.
And has time. I think that is not worth it. All that time and money put on that. But the patience is and the passion to do something basically has rewards in the end.
Wow.
Yeah, organized, of course. You got to be organized, because otherwise you're going to start losing apart everything you try to build together.
Yeah.
So you got to be careful on that too.
Definitely. Hey, Vlad, there is a lot of people that, especially right now, being that business is really good because of what's going on. What have you seen new owner operators or maybe new fleet owners make? What mistakes have you seen them make that probably if they did things a little bit differently would help their business?
One of the main thing I think is people don't think much is the transportation business is seasonal, but not only seasonal like winter, summer. Description is some years are good, some not. So always you got to keep some money on the side, especially if you start like an owner operator. You can't just start with no money in your pocket, because whatever, either way, buy a new truck or use one, you got to have some money on the side for emergencies. A lot of people then jump with everything they have. Let's say they put a down payment on everything they have to buy a truck, and they hoping the truck is not going to break down. The new trucks, it could be a defect or something, doesn't allow you to use it for a while. Even if it's under warranty, still in some point you can use it. And if you count only on this, if you don't have anything on the side to survive during the bad time, basically you jeopardize your business and your the beginning. A lot of people don't think about that you really gotta be careful on the expenses, because everybody knows, even people are not familiar with the transportation business, that we will make good money, but a lot of this money, they're going back to the truck, or they're going back to either way, the drivers, the fuel, and everything else, because gross is good, but you got to be careful on the expenses.
Yeah, I've seen many owner operators, many fleet company drivers go from that transition of being a company driver to owner operator and make the mistake of wanting to go out and buy nice cars and buy homes, and can't even do the simplest repair when their shop comes in.
That's true. A lot of them, they have the car is more expensive than the truck. Basically, the truck got to make the money to pay the bills.
So it sounds like there are a lot of boxes to check while attempting to be an owner operator or a fleet owner. So when do you think someone is really ready to jump in and do that?
I think for sure you gotta have experience driving the truck. I think even the bank, they have a restriction, at least 2 years of experience. One of the things they want to make sure first you can handle that vehicle, because if you're too young or too new in that business, you can easily get the loan, and after that, you're gonna lose everything you make. So for sure, driving skills are important, and I have saving. A lot of people, they don't think the saving is important, but you gotta start with that saving. You gotta have this money on the side. Make sure you can survive through the bad time.
So I'm curious about this and going off script here because I'm very interested in this. What got you through like this? You said you didn't make money for 6 or 7 years. I mean, you do something to make money. Like, why did you keep doing it if you weren't making any money? What kept you going?
So that's the part where I put my promise to people who work for the company, because I consider them as a family. So basically, that's the way how I'm hiring people right now. You're not gonna see any advertising. Other companies, they put like a sign on the trailer on the back, we hire people. I just don't hire people, I hire families. So the drivers work for the company, they come from relatives and friends. That's how they know about me. And when you have people work for the company, you got to keep going to make sure they trust you in some point to start, to come over working for you. And if you just let it go, you're going to disappoint a lot of people. Not only the drivers, I'm thinking about the family members too, the kids and the wives. So basically, that's one of the main thing I'm keep doing it. And that's how I grown up in time. I didn't grow up to make more money. Believe it or not, in some point the money are the same and you have more responsibilities, but how can I say somebody, no, you can come work for the company if they want to try, if I have a truck, if I can get extra truck for him to make sure he's in a good hands, I do that.
That's
You
very
actually
noble.
sparked a new question that I wanted to ask. If someone is watching right now, and let's say they are a company driver, how would they contact you if they wanted to possibly work for you? And then the second part to that question is, maybe there's companies that want to hire you as well. How would they be able to contact you, and what type of freight do you haul? Being that I know what those answers are already, I wanted you to kind of explain to the audience so they kind of get a better understanding.
So we do general goods. I have only drive-ins. The reason I didn't use any of the reefer, refrigerator equipment or flatbed is it's easier for the driver to do drive-in. Not that is a less responsibility. You still got to make sure the freight inside is secured. But dealing with reefer freights, you gotta be more careful. So that's making my job easier too, when I don't put pressure on the driver to do something with extra risk on the work. You said how they can contact me. Basically, I as I said, I'm not hiring random people. The people who work for the company, they just not getting my phone number from the truck stop or somewhere else. That's a people, family members or friends to somebody already work for the company.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason I do that is because if somebody build the trust, get familiar how we work, and he share that information with somebody who knows, person know that if somebody call me, he knows somebody from the company, I can trust more because he's already, first of all, he know half of the things we do. And the second, if he got my number, that means the driver already worked for the company. He trusts this guy, so he can be part of it. Because that's something I try to explain to everyone new arrival come to the company to work for, is that we're more like a family, and any mistake somebody do reflect to others. Because the company has a safety rating. We have reports from the broker for the service we do. So if somebody don't do the job right, sooner or later that's gonna reflect to somebody else. So that's why I'm pretty careful who's gonna work. It's not about quantity. I just don't. I don't want to share my number and say, hey, call me, guys. I can hire anybody. No, that's
Sure.
not.
That is great. Well, I tell you, I wish we definitely had more time to talk to you. It was great speaking with you. We definitely learned a lot, and you're more than welcome to come back to visit us sometime. For everyone else, don't go away. We're going to go to a quick commercial break, and then we're going to be back with a great person that's going to talk about overcoming adversity. So stay tuned. Don't go too far. We'll be back right after these messages.
Come chase your dreams, where dreams become reality.
Welcome back, everyone, to Chase Your Dreams. We are joined here with a great inspirational person that's going to talk to us here. Her name is Brandy Darby. Brandy, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me. Hi, guys.
Thank you for being on.
Thanks.
You have done some incredible things in your life. One of the things I want to start off with is finding out what made you decide to enter a wrestling competition, and let the viewers know why that is such a special event.
Weightlifting, because I mean, wrestling could be in my next act. I've been giving it some thought. But for, specifically for this sport, I was just looking for a place to put my aggression. Like I'm a Leo, like I'm actually a triple Leo, triple fire sign rather. So in order to protect my friends and family from all that means, I really just needed an outlet, for all my energy and my various moods.
That's very aggressive. I get that.
That's why wrestling might be next. I've been giving some thought to MMA and like Krav Maga.
I don't want you to learn those moves. Like it makes me afraid for like people that you get angry at.
Yeah.
Hey, but you'll keep it in the ring, so it's fine.
Exactly. As long as there are sanctioned rules that I can learn and abide by, everyone is safe.
Yeah. So how did it feel to be the first blind athlete to win multiple Olympic weightlifting medals in the USAW?
I'm gonna be honest, it didn't feel, and initially it felt more, it doesn't always feel like anything because I didn't mean to do it, you know.
Nice.
It was just, you know, I just wanted to compete. I'm competitive. So when I learned about it, it was an out-of-body experience. It was a lot of things. It was exhilarating. It was sad. It was exciting. I wanted to know, you know, I asked one of the first things when we got back from that competition that I asked my coaches, what other things are there that I will accidentally be the first of so that I can be prepared?
Nice.
But more than anything, I think continually it feels like a responsibility that I have for one more responsibility that I have for being an example for other people with disabilities and other people with real or perceived limitations. You know, that if you just do the work, whatever that means in terms of accolades will come, but you'll do more, you'll end up doing more than you think you set out to do, but you just have to do it, you know.
That's great.
That's how it consistently feels and continues to feel, rather.
Yeah. Hey, you're ready to experiment with stuff. I think everybody should feel free to do that.
You never know what Brandy's gonna do. Like,
I love it.
One day she's like, all of a sudden I'm writing a book, and you're like, oh, okay, cool.
I have things to say, and I need to put it somewhere. It comes from this like this persistent need for organization and compartmentalization, right? So I have things to say. I have to write a book. You know, or I have aggression. I need somewhere to put it. Like
you have a place to put it all.
See, that's good. Some people just sit there and are like, I don't know. I don't know what to do with this.
That's true.
So like, aside from, okay, I know you have like an espresso addiction, aside from loving your Nespresso and needing a place to put your aggression and an outlet, like what motivates you every day? Because you're at the gym a lot.
Fear.
Oh,
I'm really motivated by fear of monotony, fear of mediocrity, fear of success. I'm a really fearful person. But instead of being consumed by I'll say being owned by the fear, I feel better about the things I'm fearful of because I'm actively working at flying in the face of my fears, you know? So if I'm afraid of failure, how do I not fail? By putting one foot in front of the other in these various arenas. If I'm afraid of success, which I also am, and those two things clash, how do I manage that? By getting used to succeeding.
Nice.
Right, but these are all things that practice makes me better at. I won't say perfect, that's not attainable, but I'm motivated by the things I'm afraid of, and I'm most consumed by my fears when I'm just sitting around. I'm not like by any means a busybody, but if I'm just sitting around far beyond self-care needs, then I'm just consumed in my thoughts by the things that I still want to do. Life is short and we only get one ride. So how do I want to be perceived in this world? What do I want to be known for? How do I want to leave it? Those things plague me.
You're a doer, that's for sure. You're a doer.
I have to.
Brandy, it's fantastic that you encourage people with albinism. Can you let our viewers know what albinism is?
Yeah. Albinism is a genetic condition that means that we are born either with a broken melanin gene or missing one altogether. So in my case, the melanin or pigment gene that everyone else is born with, even white people, every race is born with, I don't have. So the fact that you guys have, color in your hair, and Lawrence, you have, you're a Black man, those things are missing for me. My eyes have a color, but my pupils don't have any pigment in them, which means too much light gets in, and so I'm light sensitive, or I don't have anything that protects me from the sun, so I burn in too few minutes. And we all have a level of blindness that ranges anywhere from 2400, even all the way down to like 2080, 2040. Some people are fortunate enough to have solid vision in that way. So yeah, it's a genetic condition that impacts the hair, skin, and eyes.
Now, what advice would you give someone to help them discover like other activities that they would possibly want to pursue?
Try things. And if you don't know what things to try, then do the things that your friends are doing. Like try the kind of things that people are doing around you. We are often really, really, really aware of our limitations. I'm very aware of my own limitations, but growing up, the message consistently was, although I wouldn't be able to do the same things the same way my peers were doing, I could still do them differently. So I can weightlift as a blind person, I just do it differently. A lot of the same cues my teammates that work for my teammates don't work for me. But what cues do work for me? So it's a form of exploration on every level. Explore I could never make the kind of furniture that Kristen makes due to my vision, right? But I can help in that process and take credit for it,
Oh, you take credit for everything I do for the most part.
Yeah, but I think there's some fun in it, but it comes with the support of if someone completely is absent of any curiosity of their own or confidence of their own, support from our communities of loved ones is also really important. Having someone go alongside you while you try the things that you're trying, or invite you alongside them while they're doing the things that they're doing, it fuels the fire. So
if there is somebody who maybe doesn't have that community support, or they don't have, I know growing up your mom always made you feel able. Yeah. You had to clean just like everybody else did, but if they don't have support or people around them that make them feel like they can, what advice do you have for them?
Then to find those communities that exist in the form of nonprofits. The National Organization for Albinism, if people have albinism, is full of people who are really capable, really successful, really earnest, really eager. There are local organizations, if not on a national level, that go a long way in helping people. There's an organization called Envision for people with various degrees of blindness outside of having albinism. So I think if it's not, I absolutely recognize that it's a privileged position to have been raised in some respects with people who have been supportive of me. But when someone doesn't have that in their personal lives, I think it's that much more important to go and find it, because those organizations definitely exist that's for any organization. For any disability or any limitation that someone might have.
Brandy, it was so great to have you on the show. We really enjoyed you, and definitely look forward to seeing what other great things that you have in store for you in the future.
Wrestling.
Yeah.
Back when I'm a wrestler. Yeah.
I love it.
It's my pleasure to be on the show. Thank you for having me. I really appreciate the time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, everyone, please don't go anywhere. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back with T-Mel, who is a hip hop artist. You're going to have a lot of fun. Stay tuned. Don't go too far. We'll be back with Chase Your Dreams.
Come chase your dreams, where dreams become reality.
Welcome back to Chase Your Dreams, the place where dreams become reality. We are very honored to have a great music guest here. His name is T-Mel. This young man has made A lot of music has been profiled on different shows with videos of his music, and we have him here so we can kind of talk about him and his success. T-Mel, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
T-Mel, I want to start off the show by asking, what made you decide to get into music?
I always have liked music, and my dad and uncles used to like rap a lot, and it made me want to try to rap.
Very
Awesome.
nice.
That's I mean, a family who likes music and plays music, I mean, it's a good time. How would you describe your style of music?
Very energetic and like up tempo.
Nice.
So what influences your songwriting and your music the most? Like just your everyday life, nature, school, what, your family?
Yeah, what influences my music is like the things that goes on around me and like goals that I want in life and things like that.
Gotcha. So you have like upbeat, like positive
Yes.
music. Cool.
So basically, you know, if you're having a good day, bad day, or whatever, you know, that could be something that potentially directs you as far as, you know, maybe a beat you want to play or maybe a verse you want to try and put into your music. So it sounds like your life is pretty much, and everything around you is a heavy influence on what you're doing.
Yes.
Okay, all right. Well, let me ask you this. Obviously, there's a lot of great artists out there. Tell us, who would you love to collaborate with?
I would love to collaborate with the artist Lil Baby out of Georgia, or this rap group called DCG out of Chicago.
Very nice.
That's great. There's so many good musical acts that have come out of Chicago, so I'm always proud of that.
Yeah, for sure.
And you'll be the next. But are you working on any new projects right now?
Yeah, I'm working on a new project. It will be called Future Ready, and it will be dropping on SoundCloud in like a couple of weeks.
Wow.
Great.
Did you already do a video for it?
No, I didn't do a video yet.
Oh, okay.
Video coming soon.
Okay, well, we'll definitely watch it for that.
So do you have any classical like training in music, or any like formal training, or is this just something you've taught yourself?
Something I taught myself. Like one day I was just in my room on YouTube listening to beats. Then I just ended up writing a song, and I had told my dad that I wanted to rap, and he had helped me pursue my dreams.
Awesome.
Cool. So does
Your
your dad have
dad,
anything out?
I'm sorry.
No.
No.
Mhm.
Just supporting you, letting you be the star?
Yeah.
Hey, T-Mel, do you and your dad kind of work together when you're doing your music as far as your creativity or anything, or is he pretty much kind of in the background, kind of handling the business portion of what you do?
Yeah, he handled the business, but sometimes I like come to him with music and like he give me his input, but I do the rest.
That's great. Oh, you say you do the rest. Are you also really involved in the production of the videos, the music videos?
Sometimes, but yeah, I just leave that to, yeah.
So you said that you're on SoundCloud. If someone wanted to purchase your music or follow you, where can we find you?
You can find me on YouTube at T-Mel. You can find me at SoundCloud at AB Youngin, YUNGIN. That's the rap name I used to go by, because I had like a difficult time with my name. On Spotify, you can find me at AB Youngin, or on like SoundCloud, you can find me T.B.W. T-Mel, And yeah, YouTube, just T-Mel regular. Or you can
Awesome.
find me at Instagram at T-Mel2X_YT. And you could DM me for any features or anything. Or at TABTMail1@gmail. That's where you could contact us. And Twitter, you could contact me, TBWTmail.
How do you keep up with all of these social media accounts? Like, is that 90% of your day?
Yeah, I'm on my social medias a lot, checking.
Awesome.
Or
So if I like did
my
message you,
dad
you would
checks
answer.
for me sometimes. Can you repeat that?
Oh, I said, so if I were to message you, you would probably answer me.
Yes.
Awesome.
That is awesome. That is awesome. Hey, Tima, I'm kind of curious. Being that obviously you're school age, how do you handle doing your music as well as making sure that you keep up with your studies in school?
It's hard sometimes, but sometimes that's why I have to take a break from music to keep up with my school because of my grades in school are good. I'm an AB honor roll student. Like,
Wow.
Nice. What do your friends think of like your music business?
yeah, my friends support me a lot. Under my comments, you'll see a lot of my friends from school. My teachers even support me. Sometimes they play my music in school and things of that nature.
Oh, that's really cool.
It is.
I'm sure it helps that you're a good student also, you know.
Yeah, you got a good work ethic going, for real.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
Thank you.
Definitely. Hey, T-Mel, let me ask you this. Are you going to ever venture out into other projects, like, for example, maybe acting, commercials, or anything like that? Or are you strictly just sticking to your music?
Yeah, I would love to because I've been on one TV show and I like that, and it's like a different experience.
Mm-hmm. What was
Have
the
you
show?
done any like live performances, like on, you know, on stage, lights, sound, you know, the whole shebang?
Yeah, it was fun. Yeah.
Yeah. Were like you nervous or like you were just like, whatever, this is what I do?
Yeah, it was like this is what I do. I wasn't nervous. I opened up for T-Pain.
No kidding. That's
Nice.
phenomenal.
That's huge.
Oh my gosh, I would have died. I would have like cried and balled up in a corner. Like you definitely can handle some pressure.
It was at the College Northeastern University.
Wow,
Wow,
that's awesome.
that's amazing. How did it feel to have such a big crowd cheering you on?
It feels good. It's fun because that's like what I do. So.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh my gosh.
You're in your element.
It's
Yeah,
been
I have a lot of energy. I like jump around all day or playing outside. Like I'm very active.
Nice.
Oh, that's awesome. That's what people look for in live shows, man. You got to bring that energy. So that's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Like I won like most of the shows that I did. I had won.
very
I won.
nice.
Like I won like about 3 shows so far.
Cool.
Oh, cool.
Well, T-Mel, I do want to thank you for coming on the show. We definitely had a lot of fun. We learned a lot of great things about you. I know your fans watching this is going to learn a lot more about you as well, too. And you're definitely welcome to come back at any time, okay?
Yes, thank you.
Thanks.
Everyone else, don't go too far. We will be right back right after these messages. And we're going to go into our new segment for this season, which is called Taste Your Dreams with Chef T.A. Johnson. Don't go too far. We'll be right back.
Come chase your dreams, where dreams become reality.
Welcome back, everyone. We have a great new segment that we're doing this season. It's called Taste Your Dreams with Chef T.A. Johnson. This chef is a great, great person that I know and I've been knowing for a very, very long time. We're looking forward to having him a part of our team. And without further ado, Chef, you can go ahead and take it away.
How's it going, everybody? How's it going? It's Chef T.A. Johnson, and today is the first installment of many installments of Taste Your Dreams. That's right. We are bringing you delicious, nutritious, balanced meals throughout the whole season, and you guys are going to be right in my kitchen as we bring you these great meals. So today, what I'm doing today is I'm going to see if I can teach you guys down towards it. I'm doing a very simple vegetable medley, okay? So what I've done here is that I've already roasted off the Brussels sprouts and carrots for the medley to get it going, because the first thing you gotta realize is that Brussels sprouts and carrots always cook longer than other vegetables, unless they're a more thicker vegetable. So we had that roasted off, and what I did here, I took two tablespoons of olive oil, put it in the pan, got it hot to a smoking point, put in the Brussels sprouts, added in the carrots. And so what I did after that is that I took some zucchini and squash here. As you can see, I cut it on a bias. So I'm gonna add this to here real quick and get that going. And then also for me, I like a little asparagus. I don't know about you guys, but I'm a very big asparagus guy. So same cut for my asparagus. And what this does is that it gives a nicer look to it. And also what it does is makes it look pretty, and then it also cuts down on the cooking time as well. So you can see right now, I hope you guys can hear it, posted everything together there. So, and also what I did was I made a spice blend. So this is garlic powder, smoked paprika, salt, pepper. Let's see what else is in this. Salt, pepper, actually a little bit of Old Bay seasoning, and a little bit of a freshly ground ginger. So what that does is that it's going to give a little bit of a heat and a little bit of a bite to it, but also it's going to balance it out with the lemon juice and water I'm going to add behind this. So I'm just going to take about a good, maybe 2 teaspoons of this, put it over the mix here, give it a good toss. And at this time, this dish is now becoming very aromatic, meaning you can smell the roastedness of the Brussels sprouts. You can smell the earthiness of all the other vegetables in there. And then once you add in the garlic in there, I am a big garlic guy as well. It just gives this great, like amazing mouth-drooling smell to it. So we'll get that going there. And so what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna take some fresh lemon here. And because this is almost to its end, because we want to do quick, simple dishes for you guys. This is great by itself. You can eat it. You can eat this as a snack. You can eat it as part of your meal. You can accompany it in a protein, or just eat it by itself, or late night snack. You know, just 2 in the morning. You want something to snack on? Go, save it. Put it in your fridge. Come back to it. Heat it up for a minute in the microwave. You're golden. So I'm just taking half of a lemon here. I'm going to take my little shredder here because you don't want any seeds in there. Okay. So. Look at that sizzle there. Beautiful, beautiful. And then what I'm going to do after that is that I'm adding the lemon, because the lemon makes a bit of a tartness, but it actually will balance out the earthiness in the dish. And so give that a couple quick tosses here. As you can see right now, I wish you guys could smell this. It smells absolutely amazing. And so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take a little bit of water here, because the reason I'm taking the water, because the water is going to add a little bit of a steam effect and help you cook your dish quicker. So I'm going to do about a teaspoon water. And you can see right now. Beautiful. Look at that. And then I just married all these flavors together. And let it cook for another minute. Set my plate here. Plate it for you guys, because this is a simple, easy, quick dish. You can have it as a child. You can give it to your kids, add a little more season to it. And also, let's keep in mind that if you want to kind of change up how you do your spice blend, mine is not so sodium heavy. It's more towards the other spices, because if you actually study about spices, sodium or salt is not supposed to be your main seasoning. Salt actually balances out all the other seasonings you have in the blend. So I would say I did about maybe 2 teaspoons for the mix of kosher salt towards this. So right now, I like mine a little bit crispy to it. So I'm going to take, excuse me, 1 second. Take my spoon here. I'll plate this up for you guys, make it look nice and pretty. And I love having a festive plate full of colorful vegetables. And I always tell people, if you want to really get the most out of your vegetables, go seasonal. Because when it's seasonal, that means that's a prime time for them. And as you can see, a simple vegetable medley. You can eat it by itself. You can make salmon with this. You can make chicken with it. You can put it with steak. You can put it with tofu. You can make a stir fry out of this. Simple, easy, seasonal. Chef T.A. Johnson, taste your dreams.
That looks delicious.
Oh, this looks so good.
Well, everyone, hopefully you enjoyed that segment, one of many to come. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back with Chase Your Dreams.
Come chase your dreams, where dreams become reality.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us for this great episode of Chase Your Dreams.
We want to thank so much our guests for today, Vlad, Brandy, and T-Mel. Thank you for being here.
And if you want to check out our show again, you can find us on YouTube. Just search for Chase Your Dreams official video as 2E1. That's season 2, episode 1. Also, you can find us on Instagram at Chase Your Dreams TV.
And thank you guys for tuning in to my segment. I hope you guys enjoy the recipe. And a little quick curveball in there. By the end of the season, I'm going to make sure that all these hosts on this show are going to have a cook-off to see who can create the best dish.
Oh, no.
Yeah, we're gonna have fun. We're gonna create amazing food, guys. We're gonna bring people together because people need it right now more than ever, the unity. So, yeah.
That is so true.
Thank you.
Everyone, thank you again for watching this week's episode of Chase Your Dreams. Also, don't forget to follow us on all of our social media platforms and subscribe to us on YouTube. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you, everyone. Bye.
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 Come chase your dreams, where dreams become